But yeah, it was a good show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised like everybody was good that went on. Usually there's like 2 or 3 people that
where you're
suck.
just like, it's cringeworthy.
Yeah, where you're like, oh, yeah.
Everybody was good.
But everybody was actually good. I was surprised, to be honest.
I don't know. I felt like I messed up some parts. I missed out like how I wanted to close it. But because I was talking to that family so much, it was just fun. Like sometimes you get like, you find like a good group of people you could just like talk to and make fun of and poke at, or just like include them in your jokes, and it just makes things so much better that the crowd work.
Yeah, it was a good show. I was surprised like everybody was actually good.
Everybody was
awesome.
Great. Yes,
that's awesome.
So if we're recording this right now, quick shout out to Kim.
Wait, we'll do that for the show.
Yeah. So.
Oh, well, normally don't we do something then cut it off and start into a beginning again?
But I feel like that could be like a nice part of the show.
Ah, you're so.
So are we gonna start?
Yeah, we're good.
You text them?
Oh, no, I didn't text anybody yet. But you can start.
Parents strongly caution the following programs are intended for mature audiences over the age of 18. These programs may contain some material that many parents would not find suitable for children and may include intense violence, sexual situations, coarse language, and suggestive dialogue.
Hey everybody, this is Vianchi from the Let's Talk After Dark podcast, and with me as always,
Benny
and
Mav.
This is the Let's Talk After Dark podcast, where anything goes and everything's on the table. Shout out to our unofficial sponsor. I'm actually gonna keep running with STCC.
I want to go with Stick too.
You know what I mean? Like
I'm pretty sure they're gonna be like, "Hey guys, you want to come? We're gonna fill the auditorium. And you could do a Q&A."
That'd be awesome.
Hell yeah!
Actually, we could probably make that happen. Yeah, we're alum. We're all alum, right?
Yeah.
Do you pay into it? Because I don't.
Yeah.
We all do.
Yeah.
I'm paying it to Sally Mae.
We're paying right now, promoting them.
Yeah. Well, no, that'd actually be pretty cool.
That would be dope.
To get up on the auditorium on stage and just have our live podcast and ask Q&A about the school, because we are honestly all about education over here too, and like the progression of our people, the people, for the people, by the people.
Fubu.
All right, guys. So what we got going today? Mav, actually, before we get started, I heard you had a show the other last night.
Yes.
Talk to me about it, brother.
It was a great show. It was in Holyoke. Shout out to the Unicorn Inn in Holyoke on Main Street. If you guys ever get a chance, if you're around, check that place out. It's a beautiful venue. Shout out to Damian Rivera, Tom Roche, Mustafa Musa. Who else? DeMarco,
Kim
DeShields, DeMarco Palmer, and I think that was everybody, right?
It was only like 5 years.
If he forgot anybody, I kind of put him on the spot, so it's all good. Shout out to everybody.
I got everybody because I forgot myself. That's what it was. I was like,
it was a good show.
Everyone brought their A game.
I like those earrings, man.
Oh, thank you. I have them all the time.
Am I just now noticing them?
Just now noticing them?
They glimmer a little bit more now. You know what I'm saying?
They shine a little more shine.
Yeah, man, because you got a little aura about you, man. Look like you had a successful night.
Oh, it was wifey's birthday last night.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. So it was a nice venue for her to go out there. How was the food? Was there food?
There was food.
It
was catered food. Okay. I don't eat pork, so a lot of it had pork and stuff like that. Because it was Spanish food, but
I ate it.
Of course you.
For what I had from the salad, the white rice, the chicken was good.
It was decent.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Well, congratulations on your performance. Again, you have anything else coming up?
Actually, yes. This Saturday, I have a show at the Bing Arts Theater in Springfield, Mass. On Belmont. It's
way too far from my house. I won't be able to.
It is. It's so far. Like, yeah, but if you do get a chance to hop, skip, and get there,
right? If you have that fucking trip and fucking land there and shit,
you can legitly bust a nut and land on it.
I'll put it in my map, and it's arrived as soon as I put it in.
Now everyone's gonna hang around. I know Viachi's close to the Bing.
Yeah, you can try it if you want.
You can try it. Remember, I'm armed.
Yeah.
Officer, they fell outside that way.
Yeah, they fell off the balcony.
Yeah, so that's gonna be going down. So I'll put some stuff out now if you follow me on social media.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Are you wearing like long johns under your ripped jeans?
Nah, these are my underwear actually.
Oh god damn! Say some long ass underwear.
Yeah, no, these are my underwear.
You wear the they're not. What are they called? Briefs.
Yeah,
boxer
briefs. Yeah.
I
gotta keep everything contained. You know what I'm saying? Like you start running and your nuts start hitting.
It looks like
your
long johns because of
the material.
Yeah, it was all the way down here.
And I got this on too, so it's like I gotta wear the briefs, man. I can't.
Yeah, I wear the boxer briefs too.
Yeah, I can't feel like untamed down there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I either gotta do briefs or free ball it. That's it. I can't
do free ball.
I be free balling sometimes.
It's hard though. Like,
No, well, see, the thing is,
uncomfortable with me.
My zipper be killing me.
Yeah, like that. When I like right here, where the jeans meet.
Yeah. Scratching the seam of your balls.
That's why I said certain pants. Like I can't do it with any jeans or anything. Like when I worked at the hospital, in the scrubs, free ball all the time. You know?
See, I feel like you're an HR nightmare.
The patient comes and like rips off my pants, and now I'm like flashing everybody my dick at the same time.
Or it's like an emergency's happening, and Mav's just running, and everybody's just like, yo, what the fuck?
You're doing compressions, and my dick's like slapping onto.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I was in high school. Me and my boy, right? We were stupid. We were like in fucking 9th grade. Like we would come up and try to pull each other's pants down just to fuck around. Oh my god! So he had did it to me one time. We were like down Main Street. They were doing like remember when they had those go-kart racing things?
Yeah, the Shriners. Yeah.
Yeah, so he tried to do that, but I had fucking sweatpants on and I had them tied, so he couldn't do it. So we was in school one day. I did it, and I got him in the hallway.
You got his boxers down and everything?
Yeah, I got him in the hallway. The teacher saw it.
Oh, damn.
Right?
No.
So fucking like she automatically fucking like sent us to the fucking principal's office or whatever. No. Right? So we were mad cool. We were boys. So he's dead now. Rest in peace. Anyways, we got to the principal's office and he was like, I didn't even have to say anything. He was like, nah, it was an accident. He was like, he tripped and he fell. He grabbed onto me. I was like, yeah, because we were that close. We were boys. They're like,
he tripped and you fell?
So I was like, yeah, I tripped and I fell, and I went to go grab onto him. I just happened to grab onto his pants.
That's hilarious.
And they knew it was bullshit, but they couldn't say nothing because we both were saying
the same thing.
If somebody was like, nah, that's messed up, I was embarrassed, and he did, like, then they'd have to act on it,
Yeah, like, it wasn't that he was embarrassed about it. He was just, you're my boy. I'm not going to fucking throw you under the bus. So it's like somebody getting shot and saying, oh, he didn't shoot me, even though, he did.
Honestly, that happened to me. I'm walking the rest of the hall down with my pants down.
Penguin it.
Just straight up. Winnie the Pooh in that shit. Straight up.
I'm looking for some honey.
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh in that shit.
So that happened.
Yeah, that's so, like, I can't, like, was it a full hall?
Yeah, it was a full hall.
Oh,
we were changing classes.
What high school was this?
Hilarious.
Oh, what's Putnam?
Oh, yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Everybody, because usually the teachers like stand out by their doors or whatever for some reason. I don't know why, but I guess it maybe
security purposes.
Yeah. So they would stand out by the door, so everybody was out there. But I didn't think I was gonna get everything down.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
But yeah, that was funny.
Oh man. But rest in peace. What was it? Self-inflicted?
Yeah. So
that's a sad thing, man.
Yeah, it was crazy, but I mean, we all went to his what was it a funeral?
So, a wake and a funeral?
Yeah, his wake or whatever. So yeah, like everybody was there, all the teachers there and everything. He was he was a cool ass kid.
Yeah,
it was like it sucks when you lose a kid like that. Like
it sucks losing a kid.
Yeah, I didn't even make it to the casket. I started bawling like way before I even made it to the casket.
We made it to my boy Alan Budd, rest in peace. He passed away in school. He was supposed to graduate. So it was me, my brother, and then Alan was supposed to graduate. So he passed away in school right before we were supposed to pick him up the next day.
Fuck.
No, I turned it off.
Nah, motherfucker, you did.
Nah, I did not. Fuck.
Well, while Mav does that,
it was Todd.
A brief moment from our sponsors.
I don't think we have a sponsor. But anyways,
our commercial. Gotta pay some bills, guys. We'll be right back.
I actually put that shit in the front just so when you first click on it, that's the first thing that plays. So you motherfuckers can't fucking get out halfway and shit.
Want my money.
Man, that's hilarious. But this is the whole school cleared out for this kid, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy, like to see that type of love you could have,
But that's always a weird thing to me. People don't show the abundance amount of love while you're alive. They only show it when you're gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I felt like a lot of it was just you could tell people who were the true friends, because they weren't the ones up there constantly back and forth.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like B, like you said, couldn't even make it up because it hurts so much. Like that's the true love right there. We had people. I had people I didn't even know up there. We were tight too. I don't mean to be mad at people's funeral, but when it's your boy, you see other people who just.
And granted, you want to fill a room. You know what I mean? Like you want your passing to be strong enough where you can fill a room and there's only standing room left.
Yeah,
like I get that. You know what I mean? But like learn to appreciate and honor people
before
and
they go.
And love them and show them that love. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They can't tell you how they feel about it when they're gone. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't, and you never know. That could have been something that could have saved them. You know what I'm saying? Like that same love that y'all showed at the funeral. If people were showing that love while they were alive, there wouldn't be a funeral. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, but his case was like an odd medical thing.
Oh no, but in this situation, you know what I'm saying? Like there's something to be said about people who show love and who's not afraid to show love, and like it's important for men to be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like I love you. You know what I'm saying? Like
no, it's I'm happy you brought that up because that's one
quick
thing
question,
I was gonna bring
guys.
up. Yeah.
Does anybody know a therapist?
I do.
We should get one on the show.
Oh, and talk about mental health issues?
Yeah.
100% agree with that.
So I'm going to need you to get up work on that.
We can have that next week.
My
mother's a therapist.
Oh, is she really?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
My mother's a therapist.
She
she works in the school system.
Okay.
My mother's
Well, next week we're going to be in Boston, so don't do that.
Oh, yeah. But yeah. Like, so for me, like mental health issues is something like that we were talking about in my family for a long time to see how we can like help that. You know, my brother was a sociology major and all that stuff. My mother's a licensed therapist, and my brother actually did social work and stuff like that. And we do a lot of things for like the kids in the community to help promote. You know, like this isn't just it. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So like but like mental health issues, the biggest thing that helps people is support.
Yeah.
It's love. It's not letting them go through it by themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And granted, you might not be suffering from the same thing, but just being there, you don't even have to try to fix it. Just being there means something to people. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And again, like you said, like the teachers, everybody was there, right?
Yeah.
Like there was a packed house, right? Like imagine if they felt that overwhelming amount of love.
That's the thing, though. Everybody did. Like, no. He was like such a cool dude that everybody showed him love, and it was so weird because he was always happy. So it's like the weirdest shit when you feel.
Depression looks like happiness.
I know, but it's so crazy though because it's like you could tell when some people are depressed, and sometimes they have a good day, sometimes they have a bad day, and you would think those are the people that do harm themselves. But he was literally always happy, like always smiling, always coming up to you. You know what I'm saying?
That's a great point. But that's a great point. The ones that you can tell are obviously asking for help.
Yeah.
Which means they don't want the end result. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like the ones that, let's take Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Always happy, always smiling. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's take like other like people we see that like even your boy who was always happy, always smiling, walking around, they were hiding it.
Yeah.
Because like those are the ones you really have to worry about because you just don't know what's going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I have friends where I know that they're really down. Like they really are suffering from depression, but they wear this mask every day. And it frightens me because like one of those days you're just not going to hear from them again. You know what I'm saying? And like they're not asking for help. You feel me? Whether it's pride or whether it's not there, they're down for the end result.
But you know what? At the same time, like I'm gonna play the catch-22. As much as it sucks that a person felt that was the best way out for them,
right?
That's still the best way that they felt they could handle things. So these people are dealing with things that are some of them are perfectionists, where they're always happy, always out and about, but it's because there's like certain things they just can't get. They're not going to let it bother you because to them, they know it's a petty thing.
Yep.
But we don't know behind closed doors, those demons, those voices that talk to you over and over. How many of us had a conversation throughout the day, then towards the end of the day, think about like, damn, I should have went like this and this and this. These people are constantly in their minds arguing
with themselves,
with themselves. So they, instead of showing that the ugly side they know exists, they always portray the happiness because that's what, like you said, that's what they want.
Yeah.
But there was this article I was reading about this girl, and she was raped when she was young, and she just found no more desire to live.
Yeah.
She tried to go through life. She had a great support system, but she just wanted to go.
She couldn't do it.
And she went to court, got a thing, and just so she could get euthanized by the doctor. She wanted to do it. She didn't want to do it like some way her family filed. She wanted to just listen, like this is, I want to go.
This is gonna happen.
Is it? Exactly. And in a way, it's kind of, I guess you could say, barbaric to say it, but if that's someone's mental state and wish, they should have it. Some people wish to be superstars and they'll work so hard to do it. We always, but when we
but how many times have you done something and been like, yeah, that wasn't the greatest idea? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how many times have you done something where it's just like, where you immediately regret it?
But how strong? You gotta understand, people's wills are different.
No, but that's true. But like, I'm gonna play double-edged sword on that one. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I agree that everybody's decision is everybody's decision, but sometimes like that's such a permanent decision. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something you can't just be like, oh, I fucked up. Let me go and try to clean that up.
It's not like having a baby where you can get up for adoption.
Well, I mean, there are those people who do fuck up and they're still living, and then they go and be like
there's no plan B. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no plan B pill for that. Like,
but I think you should have the right to do that, but we should be like, okay, but you have to try this and this first before we let you do this.
Oh, I agree with you 100% there.
So if these two things don't work, then that's fine. We'll give you all the right to fucking off yourself and do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But at least let's try this first. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I just feel like life is such a gift. You know what I mean? Like it's such a.
I mean, to some it is.
But to all it should be. Like to be able to breathe air. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like
some people are just retired old souls that are just like
but what I'm saying is like, yo, like this world is, we have 8 billion people in this world and we have not, explored all of it. You see what I'm saying? Like there's so like, just because you feel down about this doesn't mean that there's this whole other light. You know what I'm saying? Like I just, to lose somebody lost a child. You know what I'm saying? Some people lose parents. Like some people lose friends. People lose family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I know it seems dark right now, but not to say that there's not something at the end of that. You know what I'm saying?
As I'm gonna quote the Mummy: "Death is only the beginning."
Yeah, but I'm gonna ride this out until I start that.
But that's the thing. That's you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And about like, I'm gonna piggyback off of what Benny said. I really feel like, give them some options, let them try some things, therapy, medication, stuff like that. But we gotta always be honest too. Medication normally just makes you just like a zombified, stuck. You can't move anything. You're sitting there.
Yeah.
But
not even medication. Going. Like, all right, let's give it a few months or something like that. Give me 6 months at least. And if you don't make you feel better in 6 months, then
fucking.
But also, but one process might not work for all. but one process might not work for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Not just one process.
Not one process. You gotta try options. But at the same,
But give me 6 months to
you know
work
what the
out
thing
these
is though?
options.
I feel like as humans, we've looked at death as such a horrific thing when it is a part of life. Like things die all
it's
the time.
the most prominent part of life.
It's the only thing guaranteed, baby.
Guaranteed. You're born to die. As soon as you're born, like things that
you're
you
dying.
Want,
Yeah. As soon as you're born, you're dying. So it's like, but in the meantime, like, have fun.
And that's you said the word right there. Enjoy life. Like leave behind. If you leave behind, a legacy, leave behind something. But a lot of people are just so stuck in different things. Like some people are just chasing the money. Then they get so old and realize, damn, I did all this for what?
Right.
Like I got all this around me. What's the point?
Right.
That's definitely how I feel.
Your friends are mad shady,
Like, earlier on in my life, I got the fucking house, I got the cars, I got whatever. And I was like, now it's like, I'd rather fucking have less money and be fucking doing what I want to do.
And be free, right? Yeah.
And that's, it's a different mindset, and I'm happy. That's good. That's real talk. Like, thanks for sharing that, because that's deep. Because not a lot of people would admit that. You know what I mean? A lot of people pretend like, well, no, this is how it is, but sometimes it's not.
Yeah. If I didn't get married, I would have bought a tiny house. I'm dead ass. I'm dead ass.
One of those micro homes. Like,
one of those micro homes. I'm just like,
I would have got
$60,000. I would have had that shit paid off in like 3 years.
I would have got me a steel trailer and parked that shit on the beach somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
No lie, that's like, my son is the only thing that's keeping my wife and I
from doing that.
Like, once he's old enough and he can hop on any plane and stuff like that, we'll probably live in an RV. You know what I mean?
Just go.
Yeah, there's just too much of this world to see for me just to sit there and be clocking in a 9 to 5. Even if I do work for my parents, stuff like that, but still to stay in one city for what?
Yep.
I know so many people who who have not left their street at all.
Yeah.
All they know is the upper part of Springfield, the bottom part of Springfield, and around the Bristol area. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, people don't.
That's like matter. Like, random Bristol.
I saw Bristol Street. Shout out to
Wilbraham Road.
Right? Bristol. Like, what the fuck?
Wilbraham Road. Wilbraham Road, or people. I know some people who haven't even left like Springfield itself, like not even to go to Connecticut.
Yeah.
They'll tell me like, oh,
I'm good right here.
Their happiest moments are when they go to Six Flags.
I do envy people like that though.
I mean, if you're happy and fuck.
Yeah, I do envy people that find comfort and find happiness in their everyday routine, because then they're not working. They're, you know what I'm saying? Like they're comfortable with their life, like being home and being in that area and doing what they want to do and doing what they have to do for some reason brings them joy. Like for us, I feel bad for the people chasing the carrot. You know what I'm saying? I feel really bad for the people who think that happiness isn't when you go home and realize that, yo, I do have a roof over my head. I do have food in my stomach. Like I feel bad for people who think happiness is their next vacation. That's supposed to be a bonus. You know what I'm saying? Like that's supposed to be an addition to your life. Yes. Like it's not supposed to be the only part that you smile about. Like I do see a lot of people on social media all the time. Like the only time they post is when they're gone. And there's a mental thing about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a thought process behind that you think your regular life isn't worth sharing.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like, which means you don't think your life is good enough to share.
Yeah.
So
to be honest, I mean, it ain't worth sharing. I don't want to see your fucking breakfast every morning.
And let me talk on that. Eating food is not a personality trait.
Oh my God.
Like it's not.
Can we talk about food? People who take.
It's not a personality trait. Like. What the fuck?
Like if people will look at my plate, they'd be disgusted because I like to mix everything together.
Oh, me too. It's always shepherd's pie. It's always shepherd's pie.
You know, like I'll put certain sauces on things. People are like,
yeah. It's all, bro. It looked like baby food by the time I'm done with that shit. But you know what? Like it's not a personality trait, but I get it. Like but
that makes you happy.
But I like when people post. I like when people post pictures of like their kids and stuff like that. I love when people post pictures of like. But I'll tell you why I like that, because they found a part of their life which would be their kids.
I that's the only thing I don't like.
You disagree with that?
I prefer food over kids. I can't stand when people post their kids up, because you see some of these profiles online and you're like, you know, it won't even be the person or the woman. It'll just be the kids, and then it's all about the kids and everything. And it's like, your life is about your children. Your life isn't about you.
Right.
So you're living a life about your kids, and then when your kids go on to live your own lives,
where are you at?
Exactly. Yeah. So you're gonna be upset and be in your kid's life, and you're gonna end up fucking up your kids because they're gonna try to appease mom or dad, because you know they're so used to that camera in their face. They're so used to
I do want to see what the effect of that is gonna be.
It's
an adult, and like when those kids grow up, the ones that like their parents are just like this the whole time. Yeah. Like I do want to see what that's gonna be.
A few more years. Yeah, we're about to see that.
I do want to see what the effect of that
is. Because the thing is, like, and these kids live in that fantasy world of, all right, my pictures are all like this, so that's how my life's supposed to be. So that's why you have all these people so far like miserable and depressed.
So you think they're setting them up for failure?
Oh, 100%. Because think about it. For us, when we were young, it was what we got out of magazines, what we read, and what we saw on TV that built up our minds to be like, okay, I'll go actually see that.
Yeah, and printing out pictures from xxx.com.
I mean, I didn't have to. I used National Geographics, you know, straight after.
Yeah, I used to empty out my printer, bro.
For real.
I used to go to the dollar store and get the big pieces of cardboard and then fill up pictures.
Yep. See, that's another level. You a serial killer.
You are. Yes, that's like
serial killer.
I had mad pictures.
He had the one that fold, put right up under the bed, open up.
No, I had them on my wall.
You just had on the wall, just naked ass women on the wall all the time.
I mean, they're all bikinis, but still.
Oh, okay.
Sports Illustrated joints.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, they were a little more risque.
Victoria's Secret magazine.
Nah, like the fucking, you know, like the models when the models hit.
Oh yeah.
All the urban models. All the hip hop models.
What was it? What was her name? Oh my God, I loved her.
Remember
so much.
Jet magazine when they had Beauty of the Month?
Oh my, what was her name?
Remember Hip Hop Honeys?
Yes.
I had all those fucking printed out on my wall.
What was Vita Guerrera?
Yeah, all them bitches.
What was the big one? Melissa Ford.
Yep,
Melissa Ford, yo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was my joint, son. When she was in that Jada Kiss video.
Oh yeah.
That was my joint, son. Remember Cisco had her and Vita Guerrera in the hotel room? Yeah, he was the man.
No lie, like Cisco. I think Cisco is why I'm me. Like I love that dude, dead ass. Like he just inspired me. His songs were amazing. I think he's so underrated.
Underrated. He was the biggest artist of his
time.
But
I know he is. But you don't even see anybody like him and Joe. Like you don't see anybody like really.
There's a whole generation of music that just disappeared.
So you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
The late 90s or mid to late 90s.
Yes.
Where it was Donnell Jones, it was Joe,
yep.
It was Case,
yep.
It was Cisco. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yep. Like there's a whole generation. Like, it's weird.
A lot of motherfuckers still touring though.
But no, you don't understand.
Commercially, like, there's a whole generation of music that just disappeared.
Half of people were born to those songs. Like,
Word.
Yo.
Even Genuine falls into that category.
Yes.
Yeah, like there's a whole generation of music that just like
my first car had a cassette player, and I put Joe in. This girl's like, "Damn, you trying to fuck tonight?" I was like, "You already know." I figure out like, my name is Joe. Shoot,
was that scene out of Don't Be a Menace?
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh man,
There's a whole generation.
I'm happy you noticed that too, because I'm sitting here like, yo, why is this not still fire? Like, you should be hearing these all the time on late night radio,
But but back. I'm sorry. How did we get so far? Can we name this one ADHD?
Yeah, right. Have to.
Yo, can we go back real quickly and talk about that brotherly love? Because that's one of the topics I wanted to talk about.
Oh, let's do
about dudes telling dudes that they love them and that they care.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Like there isn't, and
it's a little gay. Nah.
You sound like the urban woman.
But
that's where the pressure comes from. By the way,
that's like podcast nigga. You gay?
Gay.
But that's where the pressure comes from.
It does. Like when
it doesn't come from each other.
It doesn't. You can see a whole bunch of dudes, women like dudes. As soon as you see a dude that like talks to his woman about it, like, yo, me and my dude, yo, I got mad, like get emotional, like, nigga, what's your problem? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
you mad weird, right?
Like, dude, like if women are, this is the thing, like females, and you know what? I don't care. You guys can hit me #LTAD if you want to. Feminists are all about equal rights and everything like that. But let a man try to be anywhere emotionally the same as a woman and be able to try to be compassionate that way and look for that type of same reaction. Like, let me cry on your shoulder type stuff. They're considered weak. That's not a way a man acts. But that's distraughtly uncomfortable.
But here's the thing. That's a thing prominent in urban communities.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like I went to school with a predominantly Caucasian demographic, right?
Really?
You like how I said that? The predominantly Caucasian demographic.
You could have just said Long Meadow. We all understood.
But like, and they had no problem. Hey man, what's going on? And I even seen one dude, like him and his girlfriend broke up, and he was on my shoulder crying, and I'm just like, yo, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like,
white America,
just let it out.
Yeah,
just let it out. It's okay. It's gonna be fine. I'd rather you do this here than be alone somewhere doing that. You know what I mean?
Punching lockers and shit.
Word, like. But you know what I'm saying?
Fucking love me.
But punching drywall and shit, getting their license suspended. But but in the urban community, God forbid a black or Hispanic man be considered weak.
Actually,
or good.
I think it's just blacks. I've seen Hispanic men get drunk and cry, and everyone come through. I've seen parties stop.
That's because everybody's drunk. That's totally different. We talking about regular
But
stuff.
you know what I'm saying? Like it's not allowed to be. Like, but what do they think that does to the psyche? Because like the moment a black man or a Hispanic man turns 14, you're not supposed to cry no more. Like you 15, you're not supposed to cry no more. You 16, you not supposed to cry no more. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember the last time I cried. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like, what do they think that's doing to somebody? Because you have to release those emotions somehow. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually it bottles up. Yeah. Being strong 24/7, like nobody can lift
it's
weights.
Not reality.
Nobody can bench press 24 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like what do you think is happening to your men, your brothers? Like God forbid your man didn't get that job. Now he's good for nothing. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, God forbid your man can't provide for everybody. He's good for nothing. Like, the value of you, the value of me, the value of you is placed on whether or not we can take care of everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and we often lose sight of that in ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
And that is right there, and that's the start of it. Because you lose, and then you have a whole bunch of angry men walking around.
Word. As
soon as you look at them the wrong way, why you look at me? Because they need to pent out that energy. Mm-hmm. They need an outlet for it, Or they'll find a girl and they'll release everything to them. As soon as that girl says, we're over, now they're beating the shit out of her, or killing her, going crazy and killing her. Because the thing is, like, that was their only outlet.
You think us men only want women like because of sex?
No,
like we want them so we can emotionally unload.
Oh my gosh! Remember MTV when they used to have like two couples and they would have them go on blind dates with other people, and at the end, spring break in the sea. If you notice that, if you used to watch that, most women would leave whoever they're with to go something else. Men, even though the chick they were with was bad and better and stuff like that, they'll be like, "Nah, I'm still gonna stay," because it's the comfortness.
It's the
that they
ability
really think.
to.
They don't care about pussy. They don't care about the sex. It's how much can I relate to you so much. You know so much about me.
Yeah.
Why am I gonna try to plant that with somebody else?
Like think about it now. Like, I see people getting in relationships and like almost like a month in, right out the gate kind of thing. They're like telling her like their secrets, like telling them like like hard, like they're giving them that window into who they are.
Walls, yeah.
Because they like it's like it becomes a lot. Like, you carry that stress on your shoulders, like why do y'all think that's okay for us to keep that weight? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why do y'all expect us to keep that weight all the time? Like, I can't be tough 24/7.
Dude, I've had friends who have opened up to me about things that they've had happen or just hold on to them since they were like middle school. Bro.
Yeah.
And it's sad 'cause I'm looking, I'm like, yo, we're in our 30s and now I'm the first person you're telling. So you've held that
dangerous.
so long. In a way, it's like really sad, you know, because it's like there was nobody you could open up to. You know what? That's what I'm saying. Nobody, none of your boys, nothing to, you know, and it's just, what do we have to do as men to be able to be there for our fellow brothers? You know,
be that.
Don't get me wrong though. I don't want somebody who's always constantly gonna be like bitching. There's a difference between constantly bitching, you know what I mean? Like constantly being like, oh well, this is not right. To, you know what I'm talking
complaining
about, right?
just to be complaining.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to beat it, but I'm trying to see if you know, if you guys get it. I know the people on podcasts will get it. But it's really sad. You know what? I want to hear what Benny, because Benny, I feel like Benny's that type of guy who doesn't really open up. You're like that. You're the macho man. You know what I mean? Because you're not one to really say much. You'll say, like me and you.
Benny has called me at 2 a.m.
The toothpaste won't open.
This is a bull. Every time I come in here, there's toothpaste in the sink. Man. I told her about it, man. She didn't tell me. I feel that. They keep the toilet paper. There's only one sheet left, and I had to take a shit, man. They just keep doing it.
I had to take a shower after.
Waste water.
I can't do this shit no more, man. But now, how do you feel about that?
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't understand what the fuck we were talking about.
I told you he's a manly man.
Yeah, I was thinking about something totally different.
Thinking about power tools and.
Betty's like, I'll cry later. I cry when I die.
I mean, actually, like when it comes to my relationship, I try to talk it out. You know what I'm saying? I do.
But I'm talking about just like in general being able to be emotional with not emotional, with just not just your wife, but with your close friends. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever had those moments where you could just sit down and be like, yo, I'm stressed out. Let me just talk to you a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I've done that. I mean, I haven't like burst out crying or anything like that, but
think about how you tell your friends.
Yeah, like is it?
You know, it's different. It's
think about how you tell you, like, yo, come on, man. Like, you're still being tough.
You're still being tough. It's not like when you come up here and you're just like, yo, you know, this has happened. I'm stressed, and you start just like letting the tears fall. Like, yo, I can't do this right now. Like, you know, just I'm gonna say just like women do it. You know, when a woman's tired and stuff like that, they'll come up to you. They'll cry like, oh, I can't handle this right now. Like, I need you to do this. I need you to cook a little more. They'll go bang, 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 bang of everything.
But how they unload to their friends is way different.
Way different.
They'll cry it out.
They'll cry. Yeah. They'll drink. No fuck later. At least that's in my mind how it works.
What is wrong?
That should be how it works. But
you know what I'm saying? Like how we decompress is different. Yo, my nigga, like, I can't believe this bitch did this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're still trying to be tough. You know what I'm saying? Like, instead of just being like, yo, like, that hurt. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just being like, yo, Ben, like Benny, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I don't know what to do, man. That really hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, stop being a little bitch.
but that's genuinely like, that'll be an uncomfortable situation because like we're not used to. You know what I'm saying? Like instead you'll hear me come out and be like, yo, can you believe this bitch did this shit, yo? Yeah. You know I'm about to go smash the best friend. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's still some type, but like toxic masculinity.
Why'd you whisper the smashing the best friend part? Are you in a situation?
No, I'm not. But like, honestly, all I can think about is wings right now. But like, think about that. Like, toxic masculinity isn't just how we portray ourselves to women. It's how we portray ourselves to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like it's how we portray ourselves to our friends. Like, it's something that it's not about her. It's about me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you. And that's the thing. That whole toxic masculinity,
which was only a summer long, but like,
but I feel it was just basically about women being tired of men's ways, not realizing like you can't be tired of something if generationally
cultivated.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what. Thank you, man. I don't know what it is today. I'm still feeling last night. I'm not gonna lie. Yo,
can I talk about that? What was it called? The unicorn? The unicorn Inn, right?
Unicorn Inn, yeah.
Yo, them drinks was cheap as fuck.
Yo, their drinks were amazing strong as.
I bought a Sprite. I bought my girl 4 drinks. I think I bought Rosa 3 drinks. You know how much my bill was?
$12.
Nah, it was $28.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was like
I went to the Juicy Seafood spot with my whole family. Bought one drink and a beer, and it was $13.80 something.
Yo, it was nuts. Because I went up, I was like, all right, it's gonna be like $60. I left my card with her because I wasn't counting whatever. So I left my card with the lady. I was like, yeah, leave it open. And I'm looking at the screen, and it said like $22, and then I had ordered 2 more or some shit like that. She's like putting it in. She's like, all right. She had my receipt. It was like $28. I was like, I ain't gonna say nothing. But I look at the screen, and it was all there. I was like,
this is a mistake.
Yeah, yeah. No, I really like that place. That was my first time there. And it's an amazing bar.
Happy belated birthday, Rosa.
Happy birthday.
Oh, you know what I realized? It was hilarious. Rosa was singing to Tom Roche, Happy birthday on her birthday. It was her birthday.
Yo, I love my wife. She's a good sport. And you know what? Hilarious. That's another thing too. Like, I think Dame Dash said it the best on the Breakfast Club when he's like, yo, if you're gonna do any business, find yourself a woman to be able to do business with, to confide into. You know what I mean? Because what I'm saying is like, because think about it, you're going to get into a relationship with anybody. If your wife can't be a business partner just as much as your business partners, it's going to be issues because you're going to clash. You're going to feel because home, everything always ends up at home. Be honest. Let's be honest. Like, regardless of what we do here, when we go home, we still bring it home.
Yeah.
When you're at your job, you still bring it home.
Yeah.
So your wife should be involved in that, or your man, whoever, your partner in life, your life partner, should be involved in those things, should know about those things. So that also helps out, especially with a man. Helps out. Because remember, back in the days, guys used to go to work and come home. They expected dinner, this and this, and they never talked about work. Because if you talked about it, what do you do? Vent to your wife and then cry? And then she's going to go to her friends group like, he cried to me. The next thing you know, I heard you cry to so-and-so. You know what I mean? Like, let's be honest. So niggas didn't talk. And now they don't talk too because the thing is, like, for minorities, like you said, it goes way back. It's all way back to slavery. Like, how are you going to cry after getting beat?
Mm-hmm. Be tough.
You got to be tough. Don't show them those tears. So don't show enslaved master tears became don't show nobody your tears.
Yeah, just bottle it up until it comes out in a violent explosion of anger. Well, that's what it is. That's what I'm planning on.
Nah, that's why you gotta make music again, man. That's why I need you to make music. I can't. We can't lose you, man. Your music is your outlet. Let's be honest. You know it's the truth too. He's like, yeah, I got already 13 albums made. I go home.
you know what's funny? Like music was an outlet. Like music was an outlet when I had the time to do music. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
that's interesting.
Music. Like now when I do music, I feel the pressure of time. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean by pressure of time? Just
like I used to be able to block out days and be like, I'm just gonna work on music. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to be able to do that, and now like, I'm over 30. Like I got responsibilities. I gotta work. I gotta do this. Like
if have work. You have no kids.
But if I no,
wait, hold on. You have no wife.
But listen. If I work 60 hours 5 days a week, if I work 60 hours 5 days a week at a place that I'm not really happy about being, I'm not gonna spend the other 2 days that I have free to myself locked into my room.
But see, but
it's called work for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. No, I hear you.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, but if I go home, and Saturday and Sunday, and I do like spending time with my family, my nieces and nephews and stuff like that. I do like going out and doing stuff. I do like hanging out with my friends. I have to try to shove all that in 48 hours, and that's the problem with like the money. The thing we're talking about. Like I wish I would have less money and more time to do what I want. Like that's the balance. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like I can't just when I make a song is a whole day process. It's not like I don't rap, so it's not just one of those like, I got 16, I could jump in the studio real quick. It's not some bullshit. But like when I make a song, it's a whole day thing. And when I realize that, like, let's just say I take a whole Saturday and make a song, that's my whole Saturday. Now Sunday I got to worry about going to sleep on time because I got to get up for work. So it's not like I can just do that like I want to. I will.
But you can if that's what you really want.
I
think what I've seen a lot of guys like you, talented guys that start working and they get comfortable and complacent with their work. That now work is a new lifestyle because it's keeping them where they're happy. So they just they push off on their artistry or whatever their talent is because work is giving me the money I need to do this, this, and this. Yeah. And let's be honest, man, cocaine's expensive. So you can stop. I'm playing. Yo, Biashi doesn't do. I'm playing. He doesn't do. All right, maybe I'm lying.
I'm out.
Demons. Got ghosts in here being like, wait, Grim Reaper's like, wait, I'm not supposed to take him?
I'm out. That was creepy as hell.
It was. Look at the camera, shit's falling.
But
but it's just, I feel like, only because what the thing is about, like, dude, you're talented. I ain't trying to tell you get back in the studio. I'm just saying, like, But at the same time, you also did say too, you don't cry anymore.
No, I can't remember.
You know what I mean? And that's bad. Like I remember last time I cried because, like I said before, me and my wife will legitimately have times where it's like, yo, I need to talk to you about something, and I want to open up.
It's every Saturday afternoon and shit.
Nah,
at 3:30.
They have it planned.
They have it planned.
Crying sessions. Calendar. They fucking light up candles and shit.
Sometimes you just, you're so stressed and you don't know what it is, so
Rub
you
mud
just start
on themselves.
talking things. Actually, I want to take a mud bath. I do. I want to do that mud bath thing. What is it? I think it's like Roman mud. You sit in it for a little bit. It's supposed to be really good for the skin.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm black. I don't know if that shit works for me. I know it's a white person thing, but
you already have good skin. Like, what are you doing?
I gotta stop eating fast food though, man. I've been busting out with pimples lately. I'm like, oh shit, it's horrible. Yo, you guys ever get a pimple on your ass and wonder how that shit got there?
Yeah. You ever sit down on it and be like, fuck?
Yo, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. That's how you know it's there. You're like,
yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck is this shit?
You ever Rosa pop them?
No, you ever really like have it in your ass?
I ain't gonna lie, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to do it myself because then you end up popping it and scarring up and stuff like that.
You ever have an itch on your ass and you scratch it and you end up popping a pimple and you like all blood in your hand and shit?
Yeah,
like, what the fuck is
that?
Where did this conversation go?
Let's talk about this. How we, ADHD, right?
Yeah, right.
We went from something so deep to talk about pimples on your ass and stuff like that. Shit.
You say you pop the pimple, you look at your hand, it's all bloody and shit.
Bloody pus. That's normally after they pull out. What?
Jesus.
We actually look at his face. Oh man, yo, real quickly, it's Todd Roche's channel. Shout out to his parents. I did not know when I was talking to. I'm over here making jokes about like taking this dude out and stuff like that, and him and his wife.
Dad?
It was his mom and her boyfriend, and I'm like,
that shit was hilarious.
I told her, I said, yo, you want to go? I said, out the country with me somewhere. She's like, no. I said, well, I really don't want you. I really want your man, and stuff like that. So I get back up there. He's like, yo, that was my grandma, my mom's friend from work, my mom. I'm like, ah, shit.
First thing he said was mad. He's like, stop trying to fuck my family.
I know. I can't wait though. It'll be that awkward moment when I'm sitting on their couch. They go, and he comes home.
Hey Tom, what's up?
He's like, Matt, why are you here? His mom and
Mav's just sitting. They got the couch, and Mav's just in the middle, just
between both of them. Hey, we made coffee. I heard weird animal noises last night.
So we got some NPR. We're gonna play it real loud.
Real loud.
I got this old jar of mayonnaise. It's gonna be a good night.
It's gonna be great.
Dirty Mike and the boys.
What the fuck were we talking about?
We're just going around everywhere. Oh man. Another thing I wanted to talk about was so. All right. Here's the thing. Do we want to take this and go like more on the happy side? Or you want to go a little bit about like some pissed off stuff that I've discovered?
What's the pissed off stuff you discovered?
All right, so that whole case with that dude that kidnapped that little girl, right? Well, you want to talk about it now?
Absolutely.
All right, I'm upset because I read the article. If you guys don't know, they were actually on the Super Bowl. The family that found that little girl that chased them down, stuff like that, everything here in Springfield. But what made me upset was I was reading the article about the dude that kidnapped her because now he has he assaulted her 3 times.
Oh, he did.
Allegedly, he raped her 3 times.
Her? That little girl?
The little girl.
Jeez.
That little girl is now, and what pisses me off is the day before he was trying to get somebody else, and the father of that girl he was trying to get called the cops on him. He's known to be psychotic where the family has restraining orders on him. They have no knives in the house because of him. Right? This dude had like 3 different type of knives on him, had different license plates on his car, in his car. That's why, they're saying he's too dangerous to even let out. Yeah. My thing is the cops knew about this individual. Well, they knew about an individual before she was kidnapped. How come they didn't send anything out? How come they didn't say be on a lookout? And I understand.
Wait, so were they actually looking for him before he did that?
Well, yeah, because a few days before,
one of the announcements was we're aware of who he is.
Well, okay, yeah, and the thing about it was before that he was following some other girl and she called her dad, and the dad came, he dipped out. So he made a police report.
But they were looking for him before he
made a police report. Yeah. And the thing about it was one day he sat there and he saw the little girl walking by herself, and so he knew that was a target. This dude's a predator.
Yeah.
There's no psych about it. I don't care what anybody says. You could say as much as he might have psych abilities, but he's still stable enough to know he needs license plates to switch on his car, to know he needs a knife to, he had this shit he had rope, duct tape, everything in his trunk. Like, he was going to get what he wanted to get. My thing is if police knew about this, how come they didn't say, hey, be on the lookout for this type of individual?
You could have just get him.
Because they didn't know exactly who it was, but they had a description.
Yeah.
All right. If you have a description of any type of terrorist, you would put it out there. Look out for so-and-so, blah, blah, blah. He's this. This is a sexual predator. You got a call the day before. Why don't you put it out?
Because it's not news until something happens.
But that's the shit that pisses me off. No, deadass. You're right. You're 100% right.
That's the thing. Like, do you arrest somebody before the crime?
No, but at least, I feel if at least they said be on the lookout, or at least know, hey, there's a potential threat of a guy in this area looking for young women walking by themselves. How many parents would be like, you're not walking home by yourself?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we'll be honest. We understand everybody's working. We are worked to death. So we can't always be there. Our kids know, get off the bus, walk home. It's only 3 houses down. But we all say, everybody, if you ever been in any type of like situation where you have to restrain people or fight, whether you're a CO, cop, 10 seconds of fighting feels like an eternity. If you ever been in a fight, you feel like it's eternity. You know what I mean? Yeah. It just pisses me off. I'm really like pissed off that the police knew that there was a potential threat out there, and they never warned the public.
Yeah.
And I guess that's why I wanted to bring to the table was like, do you guys think like authorities should, if they knew of any sexual predator or any threat, should warn the public? Who cares? Like, yeah, I understand they're worried. Like, okay, it might
almost like a weather warning.
Yeah.
That's it. But okay, and I hear people.
And you don't have to expose anybody, but you can do it in a way where people are like, okay, we should be.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, because that's what I was gonna get. Some people are like, oh, well, you can't say it because then people go out there and kill the dude. Okay, I understand that. Because we don't want people being like in their emotions and mad and all stuff. But like you said, there's a way of doing it where they can at least be like, hey, there's rumors of somebody driving around targeting young women. Please be on the lookout and keep your child.
You know what's killing me about that too is like even when that little girl got snatched, and that's a horrible situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, my heart goes out to that family. Like, that's crazy. But even in that situation, it wasn't even the media, it wasn't the cops that found that girl. Like, it was the people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was Facebook, it was Instagram, like it was the entire community coming together and be like, yo, we gotta find this girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I respect that. You know, shout out to Springfield for all that. Yeah, Springfield, Chicopee, Westfield, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people were on the lookout, and that dude recognized that car, and that family did what they did, and that saved that little girl's life. Because those usually don't end with the girls going home. No, they usually end with them girls being found. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so like, there's some silver lining to that, but like, the people did that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't the law. Like it was that guy and his wife who called the law enforcement.
She was filming the whole time. While he fucked up his car, just chasing after the dude.
And police said they was gonna cover the repairs. Yeah. Like, you know, what I'm saying?
Put his family in danger, like swerving in front of big trucks and everything. He
saved that little girl's life.
He saved the little girl's life.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that little girl got to go home to her family. You know what I'm saying? Like, he saved that little girl's life. But like you said, like the way they handled it before. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, these situations don't end with people finding their daughters. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't end like that.
No.
That was the effort of the community that did that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't, it was, if it was just left in the arms of the law enforcement.
And that's why I feel if you have more communities, like, let's be honest, man. I remember when I lived in Holyoke back in like the early 90s, right? Around this, like, so I lived right in Holyoke, and around the corner was predominantly Puerto Ricans. Figures, Holyoke. But like we had this corner store. Dude Pedro knew every kid that came in there. Mm-hmm. You know, anytime he thought something was happening, you call. He'll be like, "Yo, so and so's here. They need a little more money. Blah blah blah." You know what I mean? Like, he knew family and stuff like that. Yeah. You walk down the street, everybody knew whose kid you were and stuff like that. Nowadays, we don't give a fuck. We don't care, and it's kind of sad. Like, we lost that. I mean,
we've gotten so stuck in our own bubble.
Yes, thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because like the internet has exposed how like internet and cable, not cable, but like wide range television has given us an idea of how crazy and scary this world is.
So we don't want to look at.
So we don't even want to like
acknowledge that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't even want to look somebody in the eyes. We walk down the street and say hello. Like we just we're scared of everything. I think Law and Order SVU made everything terrible.
But do you ever been to the grocery store and just walk past somebody, both kind of, hey, how you doing? They look at you like 8 heads.
Yeah, like
I don't know if it's because I'm black, but I'm just saying like
No, but why is he speaking to me? Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's like
motherfucker, I don't know you.
Is he trying to kill me? Like you know what I'm saying?
But
like,
but exactly that's how it is.
We live in a fear-based society now.
I think, but that's why I think everyone should get should be armed.
Yo,
Texas is not like that. The South's not like that.
has mass sex offenders.
You are 100% right.
Because when I was to buy my first house, I was looking, and you can
see the registry.
You can see so it was a Zillow or some shit like that.
Yeah,
you can actually put sex offenders, and it'll show you like all the sex offenders. Yo, Holyoke has mad sex offenders, like a crazy amount of sex offenders. I was like, I'm not going to Holyoke.
it does, right? The list is crazy. Right?
I would not.
Like the list is nuts.
And it's not like we're being judgmental towards Holyoke, but those are numbers.
No,
like those are numbers. Yeah, like you've seen the numbers on that. All right, welcome back, guys. I'm gonna use my NPR voice for the rest of the show. Hello, everyone. I hope you're all having a great Sunday.
Yo, okay. Speaking of NPR, what do you guys consider real news? I know we got to wrap it up soon because I know V has to head out. We got like 15 minutes left. Real news, like what do you consider real? Like where do you go to? Where's your go to make sure to fact check and find out? Okay, this shit's at least legit.
Twitter.
I don't take anything serious until fucking
Twitter.
You know what? It's so sad, but I have to agree with you with Twitter, or Twitter or Instagram, like Instagram lives. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, for me it's Twitter.
Because people that's like so many people right there posting their perspective, and you can look at it so quickly and put it together. But all right, this shit's legit.
Yeah. I cross-reference Twitter and CNN.
Good choice.
100%. Like as soon as something happened, when that whole thing happened to Kobe.
Real quick into politics. Are you guys voting?
Probably
personal, brother. Why you?
All right. Well, so I feel they're pushing voting.
The state always goes blue, by the way.
So much.
The state always goes blue.
Oh yeah.
It's historically like it's never ever red.
Even if we have a Republican as say it's so
state
blue.
always goes blue.
My thing is this, like they're pushing. I feel they're pushing voting so much, but the thing about it is like as when Trump won, it just showed that voting didn't mean shit because Hillary won the popular votes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want none of them motherfuckers be fucking elected.
I don't want anybody, and I'm tired of everybody like Bloomberg. The first thing you talk about Bloomberg is like, well, what about the stop and frisk? Let's be honest real quickly. Talk about that. Mm-hmm. New York was Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Like dudes had nobody the self-respect for the community, the hood community, I'm gonna say hood community because that's mainly the reason why they started stop and frisk. Was crazy. Like, the murder rate in New York was crazy. And yes, it was crazy even before blacks, we had the Italian mob, stuff like that. But you had a place where... You gotta drink that straight?
Yeah.
He was like, I deal with these kids after.
My God. I just realized that. Uncle V? Uncle V's good. What you need? You need some money?
I'm there for the pizza and the wings.
Give everybody $5. Are you that?
That's a gift. Give me that.
This is last. I don't want to talk about it anymore. But I just want to throw this out there. Like, I just feel like they're pushing this voting shit so much, where it doesn't really. It's not about where you vote. It's about who we have in office already. That's going to make our votes matter.
Our votes.
Our votes.
Our votes.
My vote is fine.
Your vote's fine.
My vote is fine. Nah, I feel you, but like I'm gonna be 100% real with you. I don't talk politics because I personally just don't care. Like wait,
you don't. But you're part of the problem.
No, I'm not.
I know. Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
If you don't care, you're not. Because
like, I just like we none of us are poor and none of us are crazy wealthy. Like
we're the ones running this country. I wish the middle class would just wake up and realize, like, without your sweat,
nothing changes for us.
It doesn't. It changes for the poor. It changes for the rich, but not for people who are.
Well, that's a lie. They do change for us. We get taxed more for some reason. We keep getting taxed more.
But they take more from us.
But what I mean is, like, we as a people are just gonna keep going on like it's business as usual.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they'll tax us more and we'll complain about it to our people. But like, it's just business as usual. Like you said, middle class needs to wake up and start taking.
Because the thing is, middle class is worried. Like if you stop working, then I'm gonna lose my house and lose this and everything. And you don't want to be poor. You're trying to get to the rich, but you're just out of the reach, so you become complacent.
Like think about that. Like think about how crazy that sounds. Like
it's extremely crazy.
Like if you're incredibly rich, you lose your job. Like I got enough money to hold me over. Like if you're incredibly poor, I ain't got nothing really. Like, you know what I'm saying? But in the middle class, like I gotta do something. Like I'm in that horrible middle where it's just like I can't.
You're a really rich billionaire and you're losing everything and you blow your brains out. You know,
but even the rich don't go poor like the middle. Like
yeah, how many times has fucking Donald Trump went bankrupt and you think it's still fucking got billions of dollars?
We gotta understand, bankrupt isn't going poor. Bankrupt is stopping your money from leaving you.
Yeah, but like you know what I'm saying? Like even the rich don't go poor. Like it was the line out of Dark Knight Rises. Even the rich don't go poor like the rest of us.
Yeah, like when Kanye West lost all his money, all his fucking friends gave him money.
Word, he put on a benefit and we got like 32 million.
Like, like, I wish I could do some shit like that.
He didn't lose all his money. He was just saying that.
He was saying, he didn't. Yeah,
this motherfucker just wanted a new house or some bullshit.
Yeah, like he didn't even go broke like the rest of us. Like imagine going broke is like I only got $6 million in my bank account. Like, that's right. You know what I'm saying? Like that's broke
like,
for them.
Fuck, I'm broke.
Like me.
Well, as the courts say, you're accustomed to a lifestyle. You must,
I'm trying to stretch $200 for 2 weeks. Like
dead ass. Thank you.
Like hell no.
Yo, have you ever done that? Like live below the means, and then now you're living now. Like damn. You're struggling now, but you remember when you were really struggling before?
God.
Like, I was making it off of $150 for 2
like, I don't know. Remember when minimum wage was like $7.50, $8?
Bro, yeah.
Like, yo, how did people survive? Like, I remember I was working at a job. I used to work at Babies R Us, and there was people who were there that were like in their late 30s and 40s, like working there, like that was their full-time job. Dude, and I'm like, yo,
but they were there so long, they were making fucking $9 an hour.
Yeah, 9. Like, yo, if I made 9. Yo, I remember working at another company. I was making like $11.50, and I'm thinking like, yo, how did I ever make that work? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like seeing what I get now and seeing what I got before, I'm just like, yo, how is this even a thing? Like, how do they expect people to live off of this?
But it's so funny because my thing is like, you know how everyone's like, oh, we need more pay. They up the raise of the pay, but they up the raise of everything else. Like fucking. How much is a gallon of milk now? I don't even drink milk, but I know it's ridiculously.
Nah, it's only like $2 at Walmart.
Oh, so yeah, it depends where you go.
But the Walmart one goes bad really quick.
It does, yo. The Costco one, though. The Costco one, you get the Costco. They're cheap as fuck. They're like, what is it? I think like not even $2.
Yeah, but Costco, you gotta pay for a membership. How many people are gonna pay for a membership?
But you know what I'm saying? Like
no, I know you do.
Like, if you're buying like quality milk. It's up there.
That's what I'm saying.
Like what is it? Half a gallon. Half a gallon's like $4.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you or 3 something like that. But like if you're paying,
talk about like bread alone. Bread is almost like $3.
That's why I get the big wide joint. The dollar.
Yeah, the dollar one's
a Walmart joint. The Walmart joint is
word. You get mad.
Like $1.50 or some bullshit.
But you know what I'm saying? Like it's
you know how much sodium that shit has in it though.
Yeah,
it's killing
bread.
I just start eating wheat bread again.
You can't win.
Word. Nothing better than a wheat sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Like wheat.
I eat wheat bread.
Some
That's
meat,
all I do.
some cheese.
I got fucking.
Lettuce.
I just tried honey wheat.
I didn't eat breakfast.
Ooh, that's good. Honey wheat's good.
Fire.
Hell yeah.
What is wrong with us?
We're of age where we actually care. We're getting excited over honey wheat bread.
We was talking about a kidnapping case of sexual predators, and now we're talking about honey wheat bread.
Yo, diabetes is real.
I love this podcast. Yeah. I love this podcast.
Diabetes is real. Wheat bread is saving.
Hey guys,
check out our website by the way too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, please check out our website.
Go on there. What is it?
Let's talk US now.
Is it? I don't even know what the URL is.
I'll post it on Facebook.
Let's talk us now.
Yeah, it is. I think it is. Let's talk us
now.com. Check out our website.
Let me check. I want to check it out myself.
Wait, it's actually up and running now?
Yeah.
Really?
Nigga, where have you been?
Right? It's only been up for like 2 or 3 months already.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, I'm
don't try to play it off now. No. I knew it was up, but I didn't know it was like a
it's
up and running.
Go check that shit out, Mav.
Yeah, man. What the fuck?
I gotta add that to my.
I stole one of those pictures and made it my profile picture. I love that shit. But no, I don't even know what I was talking about anymore. We got so far off track.
Yo, Valentine's Day. How was everyone's Valentine's Day?
It was good.
Yeah. How many girls you fuck?
None.
Lies.
I didn't sleep with any.
Just your hand?
I took this girl out and we had a good time. It was a good time.
Okay,
we
Bill Cosby. Next.
Whoa.
He said, we had a good time. That's how many girls you fuck. He's like, I didn't say we fucked, but I fucked.
Hey, listen, either we fucking or I'm fucking.
Yeah,
remember that meme?
Rose was on the website too.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, see, I don't even know. This motherfucker don't even look.
Crazy.
I looked at it once.
Put all this hard work in for nothing. Motherfuckers don't even
Well, no,
look.
I was expecting like the group message. Hey guys, it's a go.
Fire too. That's wild, man.
I'm going to look into. Hey, you guys could check out the website with me, and then afterwards #LTAD and let us know what you thought about it.
I just need a shirt with our website link, and I'm good.
Yeah, I should make some of those.
Yeah, right.
How was your Valentine's Day?
Yeah, how was it?
I worked like always.
I don't like Valentine's Day.
I don't either.
Yeah, it's pointless.
It's a Hallmark holiday,
Dude, it's so everywhere, is so packed. You see all these people stressed out about going someplace for love, and I'm sitting there like my wife's birthday, of course, is the next day afterwards, and we're just laughing because we're like, we don't care.
Valentine's Day is 365 days a year.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's Valentine's Day. Like, it's 365 days a year.
No, motherfucker, you got to prove on that one day.
That one fucking day.
That's like
if
there's some people who are legitimately like that.
If you are waiting for Valentine's Day to show how much you love somebody, you are failing 364 times a year.
I fucking, as you know, I do the armor truck thing, right? So I pick up money, blah blah. So you
ain't dropped none of them bags off at my house. Not once.
Every Walgreens and CVS I went to,
crazy pack,
had the craziest line.
Yeah.
Tell me why. Like I was
crazy.
I was at a local Big Y,
like
right?
down the aisles and everything.
No, I believe it. 'Cause I want to piggyback off of that. I was at a Big Y, and I never saw so many black people in this store, but they're all going to buy flowers there. I'm like, y'all know there's other places to buy flowers than just like grocery stores.
Word.
Like people don't know that, and then it made me realize too. There's no black.
I hate that
floral
holiday.
place.
I fucking hate that.
Pointless.
It is. You buy cards, flowers, those all die. Cards get thrown away, and the chocolates they complain about afterwards because they're fat.
Yeah.
So one Walgreens I went to, right? It was mad busy. I was doing whatever. I picked up some money. I was leaving, and the manager's at the register, and he's yelling at this dude. And he has like 3 bags like full of shit, and he just keeps walking out. He's like, that's the 3rd time this motherfucker been here. He's stealing shit. Yo, he walked out with 2, the reusable bags that you get like from like Walgreens and shit, or Walmart or whatever. And he walked out with 3 big bags just full of shit. He did it like 3 times that day.
Yeah, because nobody was watching him.
That's bold.
Because they don't got no security. So if you want to go rob Walgreens, they don't got no security.
I see it with my own eyes.
They got cameras, but no
next thing
security.
you know, we're under investigation because mad people robbed Walgreens.
Yo, and then they coming at us.
Listen, if you rob Walgreens, you're on your own. We don't care.
A whole new fan base.
And they looking at me like, why don't you stop? I'm like, hey, my job.
Why did you stop him?
But nigga, you got the gun.
For the money.
I'm the one that's gonna go to jail if I pull it out on him.
But yo, I hate Valentine's Day. I haven't celebrated in like 6-7 years, but I hate Valentine's Day.
I don't
it's such a bullshit ass holiday.
Let's see, I don't celebrate Valentine's Day.
All right, so is pussy a present?
Nah.
Hell no.
Is it?
Nah.
Is Valentine's Day her holiday?
Yeah.
It's 100% her holiday because in Japan they have
is it supposed to be a her holiday?
Yeah.
It's supposed
to be a holiday of love, right?
Yes.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, it's supposed to be a holiday of
love.
You see what I'm saying? Like, is it like I want roses? I want, you know.
Can we say thank you for taking it there?
Fuck it. I want roses. Like,
I want some candy.
Like,
I think I got flowers one time.
take
Yeah,
me out.
got me flowers. Like, I think, was it last year? I think it was last year. She actually bought me flowers for Valentine's Day.
Cute. Yeah, I like that. You know what I'm saying? But bitch, I'm a thought. Give me lit. Like,
hey.
All right, wait. So, if vagina is not, Valentine's Day gift, is booty hole?
That is a gift.
Ooh.
If you don't do it,
you know what? If you don't do it and you say Valentine's Day like a special occasion, like baby, I want you to take this ass tonight, I would say, you know what? I appreciate that.
And what if, right?
She bought another one?
Nah. What if she gave you the booty hole and then after she still sucked it? That's a gift.
That's a Friday.
Wait, she sucked your booty hole or she sucked your dick?
Your dick.
Oh, okay.
After it's been in the booty hole.
Yeah, that's fine.
With no condom.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Wait. So you went ass, mouth, vag?
No, I'm just saying.
In order.
Is that
a little surprise. No, but I mean, like, yo, fuck it.
So booty hole? Are we saying booty hole's a gift then?
You know what?
Sex is not a gift.
Sex is
But
not
booty
a
hole
gift.
though.
No,
Booty hole.
it's still considered sex.
It all
man.
depends.
Like, it's Friday. But like,
Well, for you it's Friday,
but like it's
and a Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah, it's not a
Tuesday,
gift.
Monday.
It's not a gift.
Now-
Sex is not a gift.
Unless you know.
If I'm spending $80 at dinner, $120.
So what if she
at
brings
dinner,
her a friend? Is that a gift?
That's a gift.
That's a gift.
She bought something.
Yeah. She brings something to
She
the bedroom.
bought something like that. That's a gift. As long as you buy something and she brought something, that's a gift. 100%. Like, and it was a girl of your choosing or somebody who's just bad.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's a gift. Like, baby, I got you something. You walk into the room and that shit is wrapped up nicely.
Especially if it's that best friend that you know you've been wanting to smash.
Oh man.
And she knows it.
Mm-hmm. And then he should get mad weird after.
You already got the gift, right?
We can't hang out no more.
Like, nah, we can hang out some more. Fuck.
We always hang out.
Nah,
You know what?
yo.
I think that's
We already used to it.
I
Might
think
as well
that's
hang
the
out
funny
some
thing is like if you do something with somebody, it's cool, and then afterwards you hang out again. Like, you should just know like it could always happen. You know what I hate? I hate when people like are always expecting it to happen again.
Right? Some liquid courage.
Liquid courage.
Word. But nah, like sex is not a gift.
Sex, nah.
Especially if you have sex all the time. Like, sex is not a gift.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like even if you guys are like venturing out and doing like other different kind of shit, it's still not a gift.
That's because that should be part of the 365. Right. You know what I mean? Like, there's so
Word.
many
Like if I'm with you and like we boring as fuck doing the same shit all the time, that's not a gift. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, she brought something. That's a gift.
I'm a very lucky man.
I'm a very lucky man. Can we videotape it so I can relive it all the time?
That's a gift.
That's a gift.
That videotape.
Yo, if I came, real talk. If I came home one day, right, and I like, let's just say this is my house, right, and that motherfucker is set up right there, and there's another girl butt ass naked, and you butt ass naked, I'm butt ass naked. That's a gift. Yeah, that means you took some time.
How'd you
planned that shit out.
You planned it out, and it was creative.
It
was effort, and now you're about
All
to
you
show
need
me
is the
more
roses
effort.
and
Like,
shit. All you need is the roses coming
yeah,
out.
Like
that's effort. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, in all seriousness, that is a gift. Like, because it shows effort. You know what I'm saying?
Guys, you know what I just realized?
What?
It's February. It's Black History Month. We haven't touched about anything. I mean, we talk about black stuff, but we haven't talked like Black history. We got like one more episode right before like Black History Month.
Well, you know, we'll make that a very black episode.
Shout out to my cousin Tashina Davis for becoming the first city clerk, black African American woman
Shout
to do
out.
the job.
All right, we filled our quota.
There it is.
We even got an extra day. We still
She didn't even make black history. She made history.
She
You
made
know what I'm saying? Like, that's dope. Like,
But you know what? My take on everything is Black history should start being history.
I mean, it should, but like I said, we didn't even touch upon it yet.
Our black history is American history.
Thank you.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because we're like,
But we are the only race that gets a month.
Hispanics get a month.
When?
You never
Yeah, it's
heard
like
of
some
Hispanic Puerto
random-
Rican month.
it's like some random month,
It's
like
random
March,
though, 'cause
right?
I don't even think it's like
I think it's like
I love that you don't even know.
Wow.
It's the
fucking
middle
know.
of one month, and then it's like it goes. I think it's in September. I think
Is
it's
it?
September.
It's whenever
yeah.
they do the parade, right?
Yeah. I think it's so. I think
Somebody used
it's around
to be
like
September or some shit.
it's around like right before it gets cold.
Yeah, why the fuck would they give us the cold season? Like, the cold.
We got the cold.
February.
Black
I know,
History
right?
Month. Like,
I'm saying, but we're straight from Puerto Rico. Well, yeah, that's true too, but still.
We have February. Like, it's the
Right?
coldest
It's the
month of the
coldest- we
year.
start switching
we
that
don't
shit
even
up.
get full 30 days. We get 28.
this-
Sometimes
but
in one
we get
day.
them.
Then y'all did get fucked, right?
We get a month.
See, it used to be Black History Week, which I felt like people respected it more when it was a week.
Black history is all history. You feel me, Sean?
Black History.
America was built on the back of blacks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Black history is all history.
Well, you know what? Let's give some Black History.
Jesus
shout-outs
was black.
for-
Jesus was black.
Jesus was Norwegian.
He was black. Skin darker than mine.
Your skin ain't dark, nigga.
Not hard to beat, but I'm black. But I am black. We can't all be you, man. We can't all be you. Papa Midnight.
Yeah, my friends used to call me 12:15. I'm like, what the fuck? Cause you're darker than midnight, but you're not that dark.
Papa Midnight.
Oh shit. Tyler Perry, shout out to him.
Oh, the black Universal Studios.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Black Hollywood.
His movies just suck.
You know what though?
I love him, but his
Bam, give him
movies
praise and then take it away.
But no, I feel but the thing is,
get that rug right from under your brother.
he marketed it well. He marketed to the people who give the most money, church people.
100%.
Church people give more money to anything.
But
than they should.
the guys' wigs are terrible.
But you know what?
There's no plot.
He was able to
Talking about
fucking.
him. Dia went
buy
to jail,
shit.
nigga.
Boo.
I mean, what better way
My
to
diary,
you be able to
the Diary of a Mad Black Color Purple.
You stupid.
I actually like that movie.
What, The Diary of a Mad Black Woman? Or The Color Purple?
Oh, actually, no, sorry. It's a Netflix, The Diary of a Mad Black Man.
Mm.
And it talks about pretty much, it's this African dude. It talks about the emotional things black men go through. It even had a part in there where, they got the divorce and stuff like that. And he's in this car, and the white woman's like, I'll go get the kid. He looked at her like, bitch, no. Like, when you try to start, like, like the things you have to do, as a man.
No, chill.
Yeah. Chill. Slow it down. Like,
By the way, there's nothing more black than dating a white woman.
That's what this nigga said at the comedy show last night. That shit was dumb funny.
There's nothing more black.
Well, you remember his name? No, I don't remember his name.
which one?
The one he's talking about. What was he? The second to last?
Mustafa Musa.
Yeah.
Or Musa Mustafa.
Yeah.
Yo, I dead ass though. Like what he said. Like I feel that dude's gonna be on a Netflix special. Like he's been working hard.
Yeah, he's
and-
fucking
I feel like
hilarious.
you are going to be on a Netflix.
I will. I just feel like I gotta put my time in like the other
we
guys.
should shoot it
I'm still a
ourselves.
freshman. we
Fuck
should do it here.
We
That'd be
should
dope.
shoot it ourselves.
I was watching. I was listening to Andrew Schultz on his other podcast that he has. I forgot what it's called, but he was talking. They were talking about how black people have struggle. He's like, white people got struggle too. He was like, we got we got to fight the sun. He was like, we got to listen to black people complain about.
Yo,
that shit was fucking hilarious. I was dying.
But that's the truth. Let me tell you something. Black people will complain about so much shit, but never do anything to actually change it.
We all know how Matt feels about black people.
You know what the thing is? 'Cause I'm sorry. Like I wrote this post. I wrote a post about how I'm upset that the only
I
time
remember that post.
black
And
people are
were,
ever
going in on it.
yeah, black people are ever their black success stories. They have to be from the projects. Like how come I can't be from suburban America?
I agree with you.
And be a success story.
I didn't know how to I didn't want to post it on your thing because honestly I didn't feel like going back and forth with people. But I agree with you. Like why is it we are always telling the story of the man that came from nothing opposed to telling the people who were good from the start? Like why are we always so happy about the underdog situation opposed to the people like whose parents did what they had to do to make sure that they did have the things that they needed, the tools that were required to be successful in life?
Because they didn't have that. They fucking actually did it by themselves. They didn't have that help.
But what I'm saying is but let's just say you got two people, right?
Yeah.
And they're both doing the same thing to help the community, right?
Yeah.
They're both, let's just say you have two doctors and they both cured cancer.
Thank you.
The one story that they're only going to care about is the one who came from nothing. But they both did the same thing to help alleviate people from the stress and the problems.
That's true, but the one guy that actually did it by himself, and the family that actually pushed him to go
so
do
we
it is a
celebrate
little bit
we
different.
celebrate Bill Gates, we celebrate Steve Jobs.
Thank you.
We celebrate people who came from actually
If you look
good living situations. But if you're black, if you're urban, we only give a fuck about the motherfucker who went to jail for 10 years and came out and became something. Like you see what I'm saying? Like not the people who grew up and their parents did everything that they needed to do.
Look at how much America loves Trump, and he got a small loan,
a small $1 billion,
billion dollar
this is a
loan,
small
right?
$1 billion loan. That's all my father helped me out with. You know what I mean? Like,
Said, yeah, I built this
but
gym.
people look at him like he's a true American. But if you have somebody like me, my parents are well off. They did stuff. They helped me out, and I become famous. They're like, oh well, that nigga always had it. So why are we happy about that?
Yeah, like we're not gonna celebrate his success.
You know?
Like you know what I mean?
It's a thing. Like we want, and what I was getting at with that post is we are mentally always putting ourselves down. Like you have to be shit before you can be anything.
But you have to be shit.
Exactly. You can only be shit. Like that's why if you see a lot of people who are successful that are black that aren't shit, it's kind of they seem depressed,
right, bro?
No, I'm just I got get indigestion. But like it always happens when I drink. But like
I wasn't about to have a heart attack or some shit.
But no, but like I'm dying on the show. It's a good show. But no, like you're right. Like imagine how people's parents feel.
Yeah.
Like you see what I'm saying? Like I did everything I could to give my kid the best life, and you guys want to take him down a notch because he didn't have to struggle.
Here's the thing. Like if
You know
you
what I'm
talk
saying?
about
Like, and I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
like the comeback story is always a good movie. It's always a good story to read. Like, oh, he came from nothing and made something. Frederick Douglass.
But
like I get that.
I feel like it's different if you see the car coming, you know it's coming. You know what I mean? Like the car's coming regardless.
You still gotta
like,
put the
bro,
work in.
I mean, you still gotta put the work in,
be
but it's
honest with you.
not the same thing. though.
Okay. So
But it's
so
but,
what if
but
you have
it's-
two?
but it's only not the same thing when it involves the urban community.
Yeah.
Like we expect white people to do great, so we will praise people like a Bill Gates because they didn't
I feel
have,
like Bill Gates was He didn't come from.
No, Bill Gates stole somebody else's idea.
Steve Jobs.
Oh yeah, sorry, I stole Steve Jobs. No, Windows was also.
No. So there was a conversation that Steve Jobs had with Bill Gates. He's like, or not Bill Gates, but his answer machine.
Well, they started together.
And he was like, yo, if you run with this, I will fucking sue you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he was like, yo, if you run with this idea, I will sue you. You are copying everything that we're doing over here at Apple. Like, and he was just like, like fuck y'all. But like, I no, you know what I'm saying? Like every black person doesn't come from poverty. Like we all, like, every black person doesn't come from a struggle. We all not from the projects. Like, there are people, like, there are parents out there who work their ass off to make sure that their kids didn't have to grow up in the projects. Dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, to give them the best opportunities, the best starts in their life, it doesn't mean that their story is any less important than a person who came from nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, that doesn't, like, I guess that's what you're trying to say. Like,
because if you talk to any liberals, like, if you go up north of here, like Northampton, stuff like that
damn cardigan.
Hot and cold at the same time. But you know, you go up there, you have people who sit there and they'll look at you and they're like, oh, you know, you're black, so you must have struggled. You didn't have internet. You didn't have this or that.
Damn, you didn't have internet.
No, dead ass.
Word.
People like they legitimately sit there like, oh, they don't have. There was a poll that went around.
They're surprised that you're from a certain area. Like, exactly. They're surprised that
like you so poor, you didn't even have internet.
It's like, no, like when I tell people, like,
probably still on 3G and shit.
Yeah, for real.
But you got DSL? Broke motherfucker.
Yeah. Shoot. But it just pisses me off because it feels like okay, my son will never be looked at as someone successful because he didn't have that rough start.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I busted my ass.
You a bougie nigga.
You
a bougie
with
nigga.
Your cardigan sweater, nigga.
But that's the term. You're a bougie nigga and you talk white. You a bougie nigga. Like, that's and to me, like, that's so self-hate. That's so much self-hate.
It is. Like, they won't congratulate you. They'll actually look down on you because you didn't come from. Because I understand where you're coming from. Yeah, I do, because a lot of guys talk to me like that. Like, well, you know, they had nothing because they can relate to having nothing. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, that's that mentality that you had.
We need to start
when you
like,
had
having it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that, like, if you want the control and you want the respect and you want the equality, start having it.
But this is the thing that I don't understand. Like, dudes complain about stuff like, all right, yeah, my parents dropped me off to the library because they were on my ass. You are home all day and you run in the streets instead of going to the library. You could have did the same exact thing. So the guys that do the same exact thing as I do, but they didn't have the parents to drop them off. They did it on their own. They're looked at as successful because, you know, you had it harder than this guy.
You struggled.
Not realizing, like, yeah,
you struggled.
But my parents were on my ass. I couldn't be out. I couldn't do this. I couldn't do that.
I'm disrespecting my mother if I say I came from nothing.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
That's how 100%. I feel like.
Yeah.
I'm disrespecting my mother and my parents if I say I came from nothing. Because that's not the story.
It's not the story.
She worked her ass off.
But the funny thing about it too is if you look at, like, your story, if someone looks at your story, the only thing they'll really promote more is how your mom did everything for you. They'll focus on that, not focus on that your mom was an educated woman. She was a single black woman that put her kid, not realizing, like,
put all of her kids through college.
Yeah.
And with 4 kids, did it herself. You know, got her master's with 4 kids. That's why I never really hear anybody when they say, like, oh no, I can't do that. I don't have the time, or it's too much to ask me. Like, all right, whatever. But, like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But, like,
each person had different.
I'm disrespecting my mother and the work that she did to raise us. If I say I came from nothing,
yeah,
she worked hard to make sure we had something.
I know people who lied on Harvard resumes.
I know niggas who lie in rap songs.
I know. We all know about.
Come on,
it was hard. I
shit
do
was
this.
hard. Nigga,
what do you have to do?
You opted to go do that shit. Like,
but I feel like that's the thing about rap. Like, I know some kids who rap who came from the suburban areas and people don't respect their rap because they didn't come from the hood.
Word.
But their bars are amazing.
Word.
And they don't talk about not having
Let's
shit.
Not talk about rap music. I've never heard a more restricting genre of music in my life. Let's not do that.
What time? Oh, but it is.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
12:14.
Remember, guys,
at night.
It's post Valentine's Day. Well, we should have said this earlier. You should have wrapped it up then.
Oh yeah, we're about that. Welcome Scorpios.
November, babies.
Scorpios are gonna be good.
But hey, everybody, thank you for checking in with us. Thank you for listening to us. My name is Vianchi. With me, as always,
Benny
and
Maverick.
We got the Let's Talk After Dark podcast. Benny, tell them where they can hear us from.
All right. So first of all, follow us on Facebook, Instagram at Let's Talk Us Now. Listen to us on Spotify, Google, Apple, and watch us on YouTube.
Word.
Check out our website, letstalkusnow.com. If you want to be on the podcast, you can go on the website. You can go on Instagram, write to us.
Don't hit any of us up individually thinking we're going to get you a deal. Please stop doing that. Like, I'm sorry to cut you off, but I hate that. Like, don't reach out to me if you're my friend and be like, yo, I'm trying to get on a podcast. I'm going to be like, yo, reach out to Let's Talk.
Sorry about that.
So yeah,
it's the truth.
So be nice to me because I'm the one that deals with all that shit. If you're an asshole, yo, if I get a message again saying
it'll be y'all privilege to have me.
Not even that. Like, how do I get on the podcast? Nigga, say hi first. Like,
word.
Like, say hello.
What? No.
Say, how you doing?
Or just be professional about like, hey, I'm interested on being on your podcast.
Yeah.
Don't know how to be professional or at least humble.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
You're not being a bitch. It's
even
it's
hey.
common courtesy.
I even take a hey. Like, hey.
Yo, fam, I'm trying to get on the podcast. What's good?
Yeah, like
goodbye.
Also, start with a hi or some shit.
If
I actually just want a bunch of attractive women to just be on the show. Like, I could care less.
If there's anything that you see on here you want to talk, always use the hashtag LTAD. Ask us any questions.
Word.
Because we, if you're on a topic you want us to talk about too, please, like, let us know. Like,
absolutely.
You don't have to be here for us to talk about that shit.
I'll be honest, guys. I don't think anybody gets to the end of this, and anybody's gonna hear any of this, anyways.
We gotta start the show with this.
Yeah, right.
Actually, we probably should.
We should.
Actually, that's the one thing when I was reading on like you got to start it with that.
Yeah.
Goodbye, everybody.
Peace.
Bye.
You didn't get this far anyway.